Time for some holiday horror recommendations. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and today I've got for you some holiday horror book recommendations. So these books I got next to me here are some horror books based around like Christmas time or just like the wintry season. I've read 4 of these books, and then there's 2 that are on a TBR that I have still yet to read, but they sound very intriguing to me. So holidays are fast approaching, and it's time to get into some spooky holiday seasons. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We'll have these books linked down below, and let's get into the list. First one up is Season's Creepings, Tales of Holiday Horror. This has got, I think it's 10. Yeah, it's got 10 like little short stories in it. Overall, I gave it about 4.5 or 4, yeah, like 4 stars. The stories that really stood out to me, Jingle Bones, which is the first one. That one was really good. And as for me, My Little Brain, 4.5 stars, a really good one. Beneath the Branches is a really creepy story, and I gave that 5 stars. And then it even kind of ended on a really good note. The Peddler's Journey, I gave 4.5 stars. All of them, I mean, these were all pretty solid. It's just, there's 10 different stories in it. There's a lot of really creepy ones. The first one, it started out with a bang. And like I said, Beneath the Branches is like actually probably the best story in the book. It's the longest one, and it's just really great. So you want some spooky holiday short stories, I would take a look at Season's Creepings. Alright, the next book up is Secret Santa by Andrew Schaefer. So this book is about a woman who wants to be in this this company for, I believe it's publishing books, and like the company's kind of gone like away from like the horror genre. Everything's going thriller, and she wants to keep the horror stuff alive. During her interview, she notices like this really creepy looking doll in the boss's office, and then all of a sudden the boss dies. He has like a heart attack, and like it just dies. And pretty much like all these bad things kind of start happening. The company has like this Secret Santa thing every year, obviously for Christmas. And even though she just started, there's a gift under the tree for her, and she has no idea who it is or what the gift is. And pretty much from there, it's just the really creepy novel of just like Christmas stuff. I would say somebody had said that this is like The Office meets Stephen, or like if Stephen King were to like write an episode of like The Office, like this would be it, and like throw in some holiday stuff. So you're following a girl named Lucy, and like it's a really cool story. I actually really enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 or 4.5 stars. It was really cool. So there you have Secret Santa by Andrew Schaefer. Alright, the next one up is Invitation to Death by Brian Smith. This book is about a bunch of people who get invited to this house, and like towards the beginning they kind of discover like, not like who each person is, but like where they remember them from. They were all actually part of this like tragic thing that happened in high school for them. They tortured this girl who had like a disability, and it just was like not nice. And so this person invites them all to this house, and they're trying to figure out who the host is. And then like one of the people, they're like all kind of sitting around at this table, and they're kind of arguing with each other about something. And then all of a sudden the lights go out, and a man wakes up with his neck slit, and you're trying to figure out who did it. There's a group of like 2 girls that are like twins in this book that I absolutely like. I actually like their characters, and I think it's kind of like, I can't say too much, but I will say not everybody survives in this book, so don't get too attached to people. But yeah, no, this is a really solid book. I like the cover of like the death guy in the window with like a candy cane in his hand. I thought this was a pretty intriguing book. The twist at the end was nice, and I just absolutely loved it. So there you have Invitation to Death by Brian Smith. Alright, the next one up is one that I have read, gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it, and that is Nosferatu by Joe Hill. So this is a really creepy book, and this cover in this one particular is really cool with the like gingerbread man. And I absolutely love this book. I give it 5 stars. So this is about a girl named Victoria in this book who her son gets captured by this creature, and they go. Pretty much the guy drives around in a Wraith, and it's like an old style car, and takes like all these kids to Christmas land, and this woman's trying to get to her son and save him, and it's just really creepy. I thought it was really good. If I were to rank this amongst like to compare him against Stephen King, because Joe Hill's his son, I would probably put Nosferatu probably in a top 10 between the two of them combined. So, I mean, this book was really good, and I would highly recommend this. So, there you have Nosferatu by Joe Hill. Alright, the next one up is one that I am hoping to still get to this holiday season, and that is The Visitor by Sergio Gomez. So, I read Camp Slaughter by him, and I really was not the biggest fan of that book. It just didn't work for me, but I'm hoping this one does, because this is a holiday book, and I mean, it kind of looks like there's an alien on the cover of the book, and on the back it says that 5 people get stranded at this diner on Christmas, and like the temperature's dropping, it's getting really cold, it's like freezing. And like this, at the back of the book says the scariest part isn't about the weather, it's about the 6th person who's coming to the diner. And so I'm actually intrigued to get to it, but I'm also a little nervous just because Camp Slaughter was not the best book I've read. So I'm hoping this is a good one. So yeah, there you have The Visitor by Sergio Gomez. Alright, the last book I'm going to talk about is another one I hope to get to this season, and that is Hark! The Herald Angels Scream. This is another short story collection from a bunch of different authors. I've read 2 of them, I think. Josh Malerman I've read, and Sarah Pinborough I have also read. None of the other names look familiar to me, but I could be wrong. Other names are Joe R. Lansdale, Scott Smith, Michael Croita, Jonathan Mayberry, and Kelly Armstrong. Those are also the authors that are part of this book. So I remember reading 2 of these people, but yeah, I mean, it's Christmas, it's short stories. I am kind of on a short story run right now after reading Just After Sunset and Season's Creepings. So this is really an exciting thing because it is holiday season, and I would like to get to this book. So as you can see, there's like a weird zombie person disguised as Santa Claus. So yeah, very intrigued to get to this. So there you have Hark! The Herald Angels Scream by many authors. Alright guys, so this is my horror Christmas holiday season recommendation list. All these books kind of reflect around Christmas time. But yeah, we'll have them linked down below. Don't forget to let me know any holiday books that you know of that are pretty horror and like spooky. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Later.